All right, today I want to talk about why I believe that time is the most important form of abundance. In order to get a deeper understanding of that subject, I want to break it down into a couple themes, which is that we live in an attention economy, that young people tend to focus on the lack of abundance of financial or material forms while completely ignoring and disempowering the abundance of time which they have and not placing enough attention on that. Why I believe that money is a stored form of time, tying that back to the fact that we live in an attention economy, and why very wealthy people spend their money to buy themselves more time. I will talk about what the spiritual community gets wrong regarding manifestation, because what I see is that they focus too much on affirmations, visualizations, mantras, mudras for manifesting, which are all valid forms and instruments. But I believe that 90% of what you manifest in your physical reality is where you direct your time and attention. It's like the the human free will, which you use, which I believe is a very large expression and variable result of what you are able to manifest into physical reality. And then I will talk about the importance of productivity and the best way to achieve it. Kind of the tool I have discovered for myself, which works well. Let's start with the fact that we live in an attention economy. That means that the reason you are still watching this video is because I have captured enough of your attention to retain you on this video and to get you to believe that what you are about to learn or get informed with or get entertained with is more valuable than the other options available to you. And that is the game that every social media agency, social media celebrity, model, YouTuber, business, advertising campaign is aiming at. They want to capture your attention because where your attention goes is where you put your time. That gives the revenue for ads, that creates purchases, that creates more attention, more fame, more recognition of whatever category. And that is why they are all playing the same game. You see, um, you need to be very careful of where you put your time because not everybody who is fighting for your time and spending billions of dollars to create algorithms designed to capture your attention and time, they are very successful at that. They do a great job at that, but that may not be in your best interest. You may be able to manifest way better things for yourself by directing your time towards more productive things. So, yeah, that's the first point is be very cautious and conscious of where you direct your time because it is very easy in this modern day and age to get distracted and for your time to get stolen by media corporations that do a great job at that. So, let's talk about the stereotypical situation between young people, people who are middle, like 40, 30, 40 years old, and elderly people. So, young people do not have an abundance of time. No, they don't have an abundance of financial or material forms, but they have an abundance of energy, health, and most importantly, time. And people aged 30, 40 have an abundance of money and health, but they do not have an abundance of time because they are so in the middle of the peak of their career. And then elderly people do not have an abundance of health, but they have an abundance of time and money. That is a very stereotypical image, but that is what is usually used as an example and is for the most part accurate, I believe. Now, young people, we are frustrated by the fact that we do not have all the money we desire, all the material things we desire. We are not yet, we did not yet have the time to kind of catch up on our career. We did not yet have enough time to acquire any capital to create a form of making money, such as a business or whatever you may desire. So we are frustrated by that, and we receive a lot of negative energy from that because a lot of young people are ambitious and would desire money, but that is usually not the form of abundance which is readily available for them. The form which is more available to them is their health, meaning that the abundance of things you can do with your body, being exercise, long walks, going running, going on an adventure, traveling, simply moving your body in however you like, is a form of abundance. And also time. We are not usually as busy as older people. We are either studying or working, starting working a job, or unemployed, whatever other situation you may have. But I believe that we have an abundance of time compared to older age groups. And that time, if navigated correctly, if navigated constructively towards something, can develop into other forms of abundance. If money is the form you desire, that is what you can manifest using your time consciously. So, yeah, that is something important to mention because my generation seems to be lost at times, confused, and that confusion, fear, anxiety of the future, of the present moment, it almost paralyzes young people, and do not they do not use the time which they have constructively to possibly do the best work they can do, or work as smart as possible for their current knowledge, which is what everybody is doing anyway. Everybody is doing their best for the knowledge and the capacity which they have at the current moment. That is a very peaceful philosophy to adapt because it makes you more understanding of other people and the way the world is. It allows you to really have a more empathetic picture towards the whole thing, which is that everybody is doing their best for the capacity and knowledge and experience and the opportunity which they have at the given moment. So, young people should not become paralyzed with that confusion and that scarcity mindset of I don't have money yet, I don't have my career yet, I'm confused, I'm scared. That's fine, but navigate your time towards something productive, which is going to maybe even allow you to improve your situation and allow the other forms of abundance which you desire to flow into your life. So, rich people and corporations, jobs, they view money as a form of stored time. What is, and sorry, what, damn, my chair going crazy. What is the um, hourly wage they pay you? It is the amount of money that your job, your boss, your corporation um, kind of pays you off with for an hour of your time, meaning that they still end up being profitable. They pay you the money, but they have a bigger advantage compared to the 1 hour that you gave them. You do the job because you need money, and that's just the deal available at the current moment. So, rich people and wealthy people, when they start earning crazy amounts of money, even like I saw like the funniest video the other day where some employee walks up to Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is like walking in some factory, in probably like an Amazon warehouse. My bad. And an employee starts talking to him. He's like, I've worked for like three different companies in that exact industry. Yours is by far the best one. He's like, I've worked here for 30 years. I will never have to switch a job again. Like, thank you, Mr. Bezos. It's maybe like a 40-second long interaction. And someone animated the salary in proportion to that 40 seconds of that employee compared to Jeff Bezos. With Jeff Bezos, he within 40 seconds goes up to like $10,000, and the employee has made like 30 cents or something. So that's just funny to see. Jeff is like, yep, I appreciate that. I just earned your life in a minute that you used to talk to me. I mean, it's crazy. That guy, he's like Lord Business from the Lego movie. Remember that guy? Yeah. Homie was like, you know what? I'm a just billion it. He's like, he looked at $160 when he was a kid. When he was a kid and worked at McDonald's, he got $160 paycheck, and he was like, you know what would be sick if I multiplied that by a billion? And he was like, he just made it happen. I mean, that's kind of sick. Can't even lie. Homie can buy a lot of iced out chains and V-Bucks and crystals, and he done made it. I mean, congrats to you, Lord Bezos. Anyways, I kind of just went off on Mr. Bezos for now. But okay, um, where was I? Right, rich people and wealthy people end up putting their money towards tools that are gonna save them time, because if you are earning $500 an hour, or like Mr. Bezos, $1 million an hour, you are not going to be the one washing the dishes at the end of the day. You're not going to be the one cooking. You're not going to be the one driving yourself. You are not getting on a normal airplane. You're flying in a private jet. You fly the PJ. So those are all things that save them time. And the return on investment is 100-fold compared to the time they save and the money they spend on the maid, the private chef, the pilot. Yeah, right. So that's kind of why they do it. And they understand the value of time. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day, but some people end up achieving Jeff Bezos stuff and some people do not. So it's really a matter of where do you navigate your time and your energy, because everybody has the same 24 hours. And guess what? On the subject of this video, if you ever catch yourself unemployed, or you are just financially well off to afford to spend a period of your life for yourself, like buy yourself a lot of free time, that is an amazing and a very powerful form of abundance, because you can then navigate all the hours you desire towards what you desire. Your day is not stolen by working a job or, you know, everyday tasks. You can really buy yourself the freedom to pursue your talents, pursue your deepest passion, your business, your career, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to navigate that energy into. So, right, a bunch of unemployed people, like, I see like videos on YouTube, like someone my age is like unemployed talking to some mentor. The mentor's like, so what you do all day? Well, I take bong hits, I play Fortnite, and I sleep. Like, I mean, you get where I'm trying to go. You really create your reality by where you direct your time and your energy. It is a universal law. It is a law of how reality operates. What where you put your will, where you put your focus, you receive results in whichever form these results may manifest. But yeah, these spiritual communities, a lot of, yeah, spiritual people believe that manifesting is something which does not require any particular effort, something where you don't have to force it, you don't have to put your will, your human effort, the conscious power you have towards it. And you are able to manifest absolutely anything through affirmations, visualizations, mantras, mudras, crystals, all of that. And those are valid forms. Those do add a lot of power towards your desired manifestation. They are great tools. However, I believe that they are not as powerful as navigating your human will towards your desired manifestation, because that's you consciously putting in that energy. You're letting the entire universe know that this is what I'm pursuing, this is what I want, right? You put an imprint into the matrix and how it is going to reply to you, because reality is a mirror and you receive back what you yourself are. If you put conscious energy and will and focus towards something, it is going to manifest eventually. So yeah, what do I want to talk about for the end is the use of productivity, and how I used to believe that I am much more productive than I realized I was, because I just got up, had my breakfast, then slowly got started with my day, whatever it is I'm doing, whether, truly whatever it is I'm doing. But if it's the case of sitting down and trying to put in conscious effort into something, you go on your phone, you take a break, you take a coffee break, you, I don't know, do a little meditation, you walk around, you find ways as a human being to distract yourself from what needs to be done, from the things you should be doing, from the focused work you want to be doing right now. But a way to beat that, which is what I started implementing lately into my life, is using a timer. Simply setting a timer for your day, a 1 hour timer, and that timer is the hours you write down. And at the end of the day, you have a list of like lines of how many hours of focused hard work you've put in. And when you set the timer, you don't go on your phone, you don't get distracted. If you have to go to the bathroom, you pause the timer. Literally, you take it serious. Like a minute on this timer needs to be productive and consciously navigated. And then at the end of the day, if you have a goal of how many specific hours you want to work that day, you write down these lines, and then you do that over the course of a month, and you will notice yourself seeing it almost as a challenge. It's like collecting hours. It's like the adult version of a video game. When I used to work in a restaurant on an hourly wage, I treated it a bit as a video game. I would like look at how many hours I've worked and be like, oh, just do like go on the calculator app for a little bit, multiply that by my hourly wage, just be like, after 10 hours, sometimes I would work like 11, 12, even 13 hours. After 13 hours of work, going on the calculator, checking that out, I'd be like, damn, that's how much money I made. That's so cool, right? And hours became like the cool thing to have. It's like a challenge, like how much money I can make. It's, we're like Mr. Krabs out here. We're trying to get this money, no cap. And same thing with constructive work. When you really set a timer, put in that focused work, and then make a line, at the end of the day, you know exactly how many hours you've worked. Compare that to the other days of the month. You're going to see an increase because it's like a challenge. It becomes so um, gratifying. So how do you say it? It's not satisfying. It's fulfilling. Fulfilling, right? It's like it creates a purpose around the thing. So yeah, that is something I would recommend if you wanna maximize your productivity. And yeah, I've talked a good amount on this video. I hope you learned something. If not, you are welcome to leave a very mean hate comment under my video. That's only gonna boost the algorithm. But um, yeah, I mean, thanks for being here, and I will make videos similar to that subject in the near future in case that is something interesting, something you find interesting, and because I do, and that is something I want to make more videos on. So, yeah, thank you for being here. Namaste. See ya.